called dibs on the right side of your king size a couple months in, and filled your drawers with my things, but there's still a couple blanks I'm trying to fill in.
Awesome. So the EP's been out a couple of weeks now, right?
It has, yeah.
Seems to have gone down really well from everything I've seen.
Yeah, it's been a pretty great response, so I feel really grateful that people are digging the music.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What's it like to finally have it out? I know you've had kind of a run of singles over the last few years, so it must be cool to have this EP out finally. Oh, hello.
From the... Oh, did I...
I just got you back now, sorry.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, it's been kind of surreal doing this single thing for years. Has been fun, but it just hasn't felt like a collection of music.
Yes.
So these songs all together, I've been working on them for 3 to 5 years, some of them. So it's so nice to finally see them through completely, from the writing to the recording to I got to pick up my very first vinyl.
I saw, that's cool.
Yeah. So just to be able to even hold it in your hands is something that's like been on the bucket list for a while for me. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Was it always the same tracks on the EP? Have you kind of written more and, some have hopped on and others have been pushed off as a single, or?
Yeah, that's a great question. It kind of all came together organically, and I did do a writing trip specifically for songs for the EP.
Okay.
But how it did end up changing was we added one last song, not last minute, but like after the others were recorded. So that was Slow Dancing in the Kitchen. And
cool.
It's because I couldn't release the EP without having it on there. So
yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the kind of plan moving forward? I know it's obviously you've only just dropped the EP, but are you still writing more songs? Is there another single or release or anything kind of way down in the pipeline?
Absolutely, yeah. We've actually got a summer surprise that's going to drop in July. So that's exciting. And then I've been writing a ton, so I'm definitely looking forward to the next project. I think we're going to definitely do another EP. So just kind of collecting those songs now. We'll get in the studio hopefully soon, kind of after the summer rush.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
Yeah, get back in it.
It seems like it's so difficult these days to plan kind of what you want to put out and how you want to release it and all this. Like with the streaming algorithms and all this now, it's such a nightmare to try and keep up with it all.
It is, and it's just interesting because music's being consumed so quickly, and there's so much good music out there. Yeah, and it's expensive to produce and release music, so it's kind of balancing all of those things, like budgets and keeping up with the demand.
Yes.
Creating something that feels complete. It's like it's a balance.
Yeah. This is it. And then I don't know what it's like over there, but at least over here, it's getting more and more of a struggle as a kind of original artist to do paid gigs and all this kind of thing, and just to try and get that money to be able to go into the studio as well.
It's so true. Yeah, it just seems like things are getting harder, but at least things like social media are a way to find a way to connect with people and get creative with it, and just try to continue to get yourself out there as best you can. So.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And what's the kind of writing process like for you? Do you do a lot of it just kind of in a room on your own, or I know at least with country there's a lot more focus on a kind of writing with other people or getting kind of songs from other people or all this, and it's quite fascinating to see from like more of a rock background that everyone is kind of writing for each other and chipping in, and it's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, no, you're so right. It's so interesting how different genres sort of have their creative process, and then I know it's different artist to artist too.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I spend a lot of time kind of just with my guitar coming up with ideas and brainstorming like titles, hooks, So like my voice notes on my phone is just absolutely filled with a million
exactly
probably terrible ideas, but they're there. And then I co-write a lot. So what I usually do is like collect those ideas, and then before I do, let's say, a writing trip, or even just like buckle down and do like a week's worth of writing, I'll go through all those ideas, figure out which ones are bad, which ones are good, and which ones I want to kind of maybe present. Because you can kind of tell, at least sort of in the country world, when you look into the background of somebody, like what someone's strengths might be. So then I'm like, oh, I have this idea that I think this writer would really be able to help me create.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that is cool. And then it might be quite a tough choice, but do you have a favorite track from the EP?
Ooh, that's a great question. Yeah, I mean, they're all like, as you know, like they're your song babies, so they feel like they're all precious.
Exactly, yeah.
You choose a favorite child. But I guess I think maybe the title track, Take Me Home, is my favorite because it sort of encompasses all of the things that I wanted the EP to have, which was like some fun sonic sounds that sort of are a little bit more pop and country, and just sort of show the influences that I've had throughout my life.
Yes.
And then like lyrically, it's, you know, it's a love song, and even though it sounds like it might be kind of surface level, when you really listen, there's some deep lyric things there. So I think maybe if I have to choose a favorite, I guess it's that one.
No. Sounds good. And then I know, at least with the email that I got, it's kind of being marketed as the debut EP, but you did have one way back, right?
I did, you're right, yeah.
Is there any kind of comparison you can draw between this one and that one? Kind of, you know, evolution-wise, I guess?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Yeah, that EP was the first time I ever recorded all my own songs, and they're all my originals that I wrote. I wrote every single one all by myself.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a really special EP, and I think you can very easily hear the growth and the change, not only in sort of how my music has progressed. Like, I feel like my new EP is the type of music that I've always wanted to create. I've kind of finally landed on the sound.
Yes.
Feels artistically like me. But I love that EP, and I think it's a really cool stamp in time. I was like quite young when I did it too, so even like lyrically, it's sort of like you can hear the youth, like the young voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
And then it sounds like you've got quite a busy, at least summer, but I imagine the rest of the year as well planned for shows, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty great summer with like lots of festivals here in Canada. And then, we're looking at maybe doing a bit of a tour in the fall. So it's great. Like this EP really sort of opens some doors for me to be able to get on the road and share these songs with people.
Yes.
We're at that stage.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've asked a couple of people this that I've interviewed from Canada, but what's it kind of like being a Canadian artist? Because at least over here we so readily associate it with the south of the US, but it's such a massive thing in Canada as well.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a really exciting time to be a Canadian artist. I think our music scene is starting to kind of finally boom, and it has been for years, but there's lots of cool opportunities here. You know, I spent some time living down in Los Angeles, and then I did a little bit of back and forth to Nashville. But one thing that's been kind of amazing about settling in Canada is the opportunities. For example, when I first moved back, I got to do a program called the Canada's Music Incubator Artist Entrepreneur Program. And it's like this 2-week-long intensive where you learn all about the music industry, and you just gain all these amazing tools. So I think, I'm not sure if they do that over there, programs like that over there too, but there are just some really cool ways to kind of get support and help. So yeah, it's a cool time, and there's lots of cool things going on too, lots of cool venues.
Yes.
The Canadian Country Music Awards are always a really fun week, and lots of opportunities there. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it seems like everyone that I kind of chat to from Canada about it as well always just has such nice things to say about everyone else as well. Like everyone's always just kind of bigging everyone else up, and it seems like a really nice kind of community.
It is. Yeah, you're right. It's people are nice, and yeah, there's lots of networking and kind of it's a community. So yeah, you're totally right.
And then you seem kind of pretty active on social media, like you kind of have to be these days. Yes. But do you have any advice on an artist kind of just starting out on that kind of side of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just sort of, and this is something that I've truly struggled with, is like, how do you not be annoying?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Right? But it's such a great tool, and I think you just have to get over that. Like, people who want to support you and your fans, they'll like what you're doing and they'll think it's interesting. And those who don't, they'll unfollow you, and that's fine. I think like it's a really great tool, and there's a bit of a balance between posting so much that you burn out.
Yes.
I've definitely gone through those phases where I feel like I don't have any more ideas and I just can't do it anymore. But when you find a balance that kind of works, it can be such a good tool. So I guess my advice is like, don't be afraid to post. You're not annoying anybody, and be creative with it and have some fun. Like, it's a free tool.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I kind of have to ask, being in the UK, but are there any kind of hopes or plans to come over here at any point in the future?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no plans currently, but I really hope to make it out there soon. So
it'd definitely be cool.
Yeah.
It seems to be a pretty growing market over here as well, like C2C, and we've done The Long Road a few years now, and they're bringing in some really fantastic international talent. So yeah, there's definitely plenty of room.
Good. Yay, cool. That's amazing news, because I'm dying to get out there, and yeah, I've had some interesting people even from the UK reach out that like the music. So I feel like
that's cool.
I would like to get out there and play some shows. So yeah,
definitely. And then do you have a dream tour lineup you'd want to be a part of? Anyone you kind of would love to support, or any friends you want to kind of bring out on the road with you?
Ooh, that's such a great question. Yeah, I think we're kind of starting to try to look at getting on the road and who might be someone that I think would be a good fit. And there's lots of really great Canadian artists, but if I look maybe bigger and more in like the dreamscape, I'd say like Chris Stapleton. I don't know if I could ever. But
that'd be cool though.
Bucket list.
Exactly.
Yeah. Luke Combs, Chris Stapleton. I mean, there's so many women that are insane right now, like Lainey Wilson, Ella Langley. There's the bucket list is probably too long.
Yeah, do a whole festival worth.
Yeah, exactly.
And then as potentially a tricky final question, if you could have written one song from the past, do any immediately spring to mind?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know what came to my mind immediately is Crazy by Patsy Cline.
Oh, good song.
Just a classic, Yeah.
Very good song.
Who knows how it would do now, but it's, to me, just one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah. I mean, I just interviewed I'm going to completely butcher his second name. Chevy, is it Bandaloo?
It's Beaulieu, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah, lovely. But we were just talking about how kind of more traditional country music is making a big comeback recently, so it might still do pretty good.
That's true. Yeah, maybe now's the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome. That's all I've got. So thanks for taking some time out of your afternoon to sit and chat.
Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for all those thoughtful questions. That's really nice. Yeah, I appreciate that so much.
Take me home, I wanna go where the